everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I'm Brownie. And apparently Swanky's here, and he's Mr. Burns.
Oh, hi, Mr. Burns, Swanky.
Hello, Swanky.
I think the reference he's making is when Homer's impersonating Mr. Burns at the post office. He's like, hello, I'm Mr. Burns.
I'm Mr. Burns. I wanted to make a 000 joke, but then we were so tired from this past week that I wanted to do like a welcome to fall of the snooze cast because we're all so tired. But
I fell asleep between when I last saw you and now.
That's so funny.
I was watching a YouTube video after I took a shower, and I was just like, and it was like, I woke up and was like, oh god, it better not be like 7:30.
Well, I went home and I took a shower and then I took a nap, and we will talk about all this later because we're gonna go as long as we can without talking about it. Anyway, so last week.
So he says, welcome back to your show.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
Thank you.
It has actually felt like it's been a long time since I've been here.
Even though it was really just last week that we weren't here.
I was here last week, and it felt like it's been a long time since I've been here.
A lot of stuff.
I was here on Monday, and I was here on Tuesday even.
I mean, technically, I was here on Monday. I came down here.
No, but you were in here?
Yeah, I fed Chip down here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I had to come in and pick up a camera for work on Tuesday.
Got it.
And it's still like, this has been the longest week of my life.
It's
been a long week.
It's been really crazy.
So.
Been a good week, but a long week.
Oh, and so Daryl also kicked the light out the bottom of the couch.
All right, ready, guys?
No.
Well, we don't want an awkward cutaway where Jeremy gets down off his chair, crawls halfway through my camera shot.
We need like a safety shot of some type where like Jeremy can move around.
Right.
What you need to do is do Han Yoda Shrek, cut away to Jeremy's seat, put Han Yoda Shrek there, and have like some elevator music playing while Jeremy fixes the lights.
Well, if I give Chris access to a 3D printer at the new space, maybe you can just 3D print Han Yoda Shrek.
Just a
3D
large
replacement Jeremy.
How heavy would that be?
Not that.
I don't know, probably like 30, 40 pounds maybe.
Still decently.
It would take like a year to print.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would.
Holy cow.
Anyways, I'm going to do a quick recap of... So, Kara and I weren't here last week, so let's talk about where we were at, okay? We went down to a wedding and did a little photog stuff or a little video stuff, just for fun. Not getting paid or anything, actually, just for fun, for friends and family. But this was a beautiful farm. And I mean beautiful. Big tractors, rows and rows of alfalfa and corn and soy. But the best part...
You say soy?
Soy.
Oh, okay.
Soy.
Interesting.
What did I say? Is it soy?
Yeah.
And I say soy?
It is like soy. Like, it's like so like you're sewing something with an E at the end.
It's so soy.
There's soybeans. Anyways. So the best part was the livestock. It was absolutely amazing. The cows. So I don't know if wherever you guys are distributed throughout the United States, if you have Kemp's milk. But if you have Kemp's milk.
Isn't Kemp's milk a national brand?
Maybe.
Nah, milk's really very regional.
I think Jeremy's right.
Yeah, Kemp's is because it's got the Arrowhead, or is that Arrowhead milk?
That's Arrowhead. Kemp's it's got a cow. It's Kemp's. It's the cows.
Who makes the chocolate milk, like with the bunny on it?
Nesquik.
Yeah. Who supplies their milk?
That's probably
Is that
Nestle.
even milk? Swanky says he's never heard of Kemp's.
Okay,
really?
All right.
Okay.
Wait, isn't the slogan Kemp's? It's the cows.
That's what I literally just said.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Kemp's, it's the cows.
Lord. Swanky, you'll back me up on this, won't you? I did say Kemp's, it's the cows.
Kemp's is based in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, because their pasteurizing plant is in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah,
So all the milk gets shipped across the border.
Shocking that it's not.
It's a subsidiary of Dairy Farmers of America.
They have to have that ice cream. Put that logo up, Chris.
Oh God.
No, don't do it. It's fine.
You can do it.
I just have a really wacky crop right now because I was showing my top 10 list.
Oh, got it.
And I never fixed it.
I didn't want Kemp's.com. Well, we're getting Kemp's.com.
It's Midwest. Kemp's is. It's not national.
Their ice cream and everything too.
Everything is Midwest. It says.
Oh man.
Fine.
What other? So we've got Arrowhead.
They do cottage cheese.
I think Arrowhead's even more local.
Yeah, that's way more local. Are you kidding?
But what's the other milk?
Quick Trip.
What does it
Great
matter?
Value. I don't know.
Anyway,
And we get Fairlife.
well, yeah.
Oh, what's
they're
the?
mean to their cows.
I get.
That's been fixed apparently.
I get
They got
whatever
called out.
Lactaid's brand of milk is. It's
Lactaid?
lactose free. Yeah, I think it's you're probably
I think
right.
it's just Lactaid, yeah.
Doesn't that suck getting old? We gotta drink lactose-free milk now. I do too. I drink the Fairlife.
It tends to not wreak havoc on our bowels if we have the lactose-free milk.
Carrie, you could have just left it, and it sucks getting old.
What? I could have said it gives us diarrhea if we drink lactose milk.
No more poop talk. It's unprofessional, apparently. If butts are bad, diarrhea is the worst.
I just said wreak havoc on our bowels. That was a lot nicer than with
Is this
diarrhea.
shot insanely crooked? I thought I straightened it out.
It really is. Like,
It's fine.
I feel like I'm very centered in this shot. I don't
You really
like
have to use that.
All right, we're gonna fix this live, folks. Actually, no, I'm not. We're gonna go wide.
Okay, good.
Fine.
Anyways, so somebody's saying something to Swanky or somebody is talking smack.
I'll get to it later.
Anyways, we got to see this cow farm, and it was unreal.
Unbelievable.
Okay? The older I get, the more I enjoy sim games, and I was playing Farm Sim lately, and
Lord.
it's so much fun. You get to hook up to like the cultivator, and then the seeder, and then the fertilizer. And anyway, so I got to see all this stuff in real life. But for this cow farm, they have barns, and so it's baby cows
Oh, they were so
Those are called
sweet.
calves.
and calves, and then it goes from there, and then you've got bigger calves. There's tags on their ears, and then there's an automatic nipple machine that the cows go up to, and they can
Ooh,
get
nice.
milk, and then it tracks how much food they've had. It's amazing. It's so cool. Then you go, and then it's the full-blown cows, and then you can moo at them, and they moo back to you. So I was going, "Mrrr."
And then there'd be a cow down the way, you'd be like, "Mrrr."
I actually should get to some of these comments before we get too far
Okay,
away.
all right.
Travis, I believe it's Zimbelman.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Travis.
Travis. That's my cousin's husband.
He says, keeping it real. Apparently, talking about the uncontrollable bowel explosions or whatever you said.
Wreaking havoc on
Yeah,
our
that's
bowels.
what I said. And Swanky says, I find bubble gut is the cutest way to say that.
What, bubble gut?
Yeah.
Oh,
That is cute.
I like
I've
that. I
never
do
heard
like
that.
that. That's nice.
Chips has a lot of bubble gut.
Dang
And then
right it is.
Jonathan says, pet milk, evaporated to double richness.
Oh, I know exactly what he's talking
evaporated
about.
milk
That's another
is so
milk.
good.
It's military milk. That's what we drink a lot of that
or no,
poopy milk. It's
I'm
what they
thinking
send
sweetened
overseas.
condensed milk.
And it's got a shelf life.
You can
of
make
like,
dolce with
years.
dolce de leche or whatever. With
They were the sponsor of Fibber McGee and Molly, whoever those guys are.
I have no idea.
Molly.
Radio DJs of some type, maybe. I listened to old radio programs and they were the sponsor of Fibber McGee
said
and
that?
Molly. Jonathan M.
Jonathan M. New.
Hello, Jonathan M.
I don't want to roll the dice on replacing
Jonathan.
pronouncing that last name.
Welcome, man.
Anyway, so you're mooing at cows.
So I was mooing at cows, and then David was joking with me, and he goes, "I think that cow just said, 'What did you just say to me?'" But then they've got like the angle thing, and then they poke their head out, and they all turn and look at you. You know, it was a
funny.
blast. They have an automatic floor squeegee that like goes and cleans the floor every so many hours, and then they had a milking carousel. So then the cows go up there, and then they get the things put on, and then they ride the carousel, and by the time they're done, they've been milked. And then there's a little rubber tarp, and then they hit the tarp, and they back off on their own. And then that immediately goes into a stainless steel truck, and then the truck gets driven off to Minneapolis, St. Paul. It was mind-blowingly cool.
Yep.
It was so cool. Tons and tons of cows. And then they named every cow. There was
Did they
Hot
name them all
Rod.
Moo? Oh.
Well, yeah, no, one was like Hot Rod, one was like Beamer. And then,
So hold on, aren't all dairy cows female?
yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
would you name a female pet Hot Rod?
We've had this discussion. All cars are girls.
No, all cars are cars.
No. All cars are girls.
I've never once gender identified a vehicle.
Okay. Gone in 60 Seconds. Classic Nicolas Cage movie, right?
Yeah.
They're
Everyone
all
know her.
female names.
All
Oh
female
yeah,
names.
so if you're born prior to 1960, all of your cars can be women.
I mean, Rex is Rex.
That's an exception to the policy. There's always
And-
got to be.
Short for Rexina, apparently.
Yeah, right?
And then they had Mjolnir.
That's a hammer. That's an inanimate object.
So it's a car.
Not to some people.
I feel a lot of people do name their cars though. And
But no,
typically it's a
I'm
female
sure
name.
that the typical tradition, whatever. I've just never had that. I remember the first car I ever had. My mom was like, "What are you gonna name it?" I was like, nothing. Why would I name my
Car.
car? I was like, the car? I can call it the car if you want. I'm going to take the car out.
Chat is exploding. Hello, chat.
Yeah, what's up? Okay, apparently I'm in the wrong. All cars are girls. I apologize, internet. I will now refer to
Is that what everybody's saying?
Well, yeah, and boats, and yeah, and yep, you're saying you're right. Oh, so Jonathan says, thanks for not trying to pronounce my name. The military shelf life of milk can survive nuclear fallout.
Told you.
Storms are all named after women.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
And I think that's at least justified.
Because they wreak havoc.
Yep.
Oh.
wait, was it? I thought for a while there were a couple of hurricanes that had dude names.
El Nino.
Well, that's a
Little boy. That's the boy. And I swear there were a couple.
Oh, have we talked
male-named
about this? Is a
hurricanes.
complete tangent. Have we talked about bootstrap fire?
I don't think so.
So there's one of the wildfires going on right now. It was literally called, I think it's called bootstrap. No, boots. What's it for a cheap knockoff of an item that's kind of similar to bootstrap?
Bootleg?
Knockoff?
Bootleg?
I think it's bootleg.
Oh, bootleg.
100% bootleg fire. So the bootleg fire was a name, and I was like, is this just like a wildfire that wants to be? And so then I like tried to search why is it called bootleg fire, and it's super hard to find out because it's just. But yeah, bootleg fire.
Weird.
So it was like, was it started by somebody trying to make Gucci purses that were like bootleg knockoffs, or what it is? I think there's a bootleg river in the area where the fires were.
Maybe that's why it's called bootleg.
Yeah, but it's just
Boot
such a
scoot boogie.
It's such a bad name to call a wildfire.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Well, what if your
downplays
bootleg gets caught on fire?
Well, it just makes it seem like it's not a real fire. It's a fake fire.
Yeah.
It's like schmoll.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Swanky says they go female names, then when they go through A to Z, they go boy names, then if they go through the entire alphabet, they go Greek.
What?
And they go, what was the last one?
Greek.
Greek. Oh.
This is still messed up.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kara's in the golden ratio right now.
It's just she has too much headroom. It's straight. If you look
It's
at the
weird,
side
yeah.
where
Max
the
headroom.
Ewok is,
I don't know.
Yeah.
the line is straight. I just need to tilt
I feel
down.
like isn't it normally zoomed in a little bit more?
No, this is the exact same lens.
Really?
This is always on there.
Weird.
I think I just need to tilt down more.
So
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
back to the. Is there anything left to talk about in the cows?
I don't know.
Anyways, it was really cool to see a dairy farm from.
Oh,
behind the
and
scenes.
they're one of the top
They just supply a bunch of milk
suppliers for
camps.
camps,
Yeah.
which is actually the big brand around here
Yeah.
for milk.
You've definitely had.
Trying to think of hey, name your go-to milk brands in the chat. I want to hear what crazy names for milk you guys have.
Right.
But yeah,
Because I'm sure
Arrowhead-
Kemp's sounds totally normal to us. I'm sure people are like,
Right.
Kemp's, what a knockoff weird milk brand.
Well,
Those
same
guys.
with like Holiday gas station. Isn't that kind of local? Like,
It's fairly Midwestern as well. It's not
Yeah.
as big as Quick Trip, but it's still like Midwest.
see, and like Holiday is totally normal, but then you go somewhere else and it's
Well,
like,
Holiday's not doing so hot compared to a Quick Trip.
I love Holiday.
Well,
If
yeah.
Quick Trip burned down, I wouldn't be sad.
Jeremy would be. He'd cry.
I like Quick Trip.
He loves Quick Trip.
I think the reason I go
My
into
mom
gas
loves
stations,
Holiday.
Holiday is better.
You know what gas station I love, and there's only one of them? Express Stop.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's the one right by our house.
It's by
a
our
local
house.
Off-brand.
No
Although,
joke.
It's weird there now.
If the grocery store doesn't have something, I go to the Express Stop and they've got it. And they're like 3 blocks from my house.
Okay.
Nice. We're in
It's
northern Minnesota.
glorious. I love it. Why is it weird at Express Stop?
Well, because so they do have they have everything.
They have
ever needed.
got like a little section of like produce.
because it's a mom and dad.
It's a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, I'm a mom and dad shop. They're gonna pick me up some new parents.
Well, no,
Cam
Chris-
says Quick Trip has the best donuts. That's pretty accurate.
It's pretty accurate. Here's what happened the other day when I was in there. Okay, I think they're under new management. So, Chris, how bad would it look if you saw this when you worked at the gas station, or if your old manager Pat or Eric had walked in and saw you doing this? They keep their spare cigarettes in the ceiling. I just found that out,
Okay.
in the ceiling.
What?
So you walk in and there's like all of the rolling hot food items on your left, and then against the back wall is a cooler, and then there's a 45-degree angle that leads into the bathroom.
Yeah.
They had a ladder and that 45-degree angle, and the woman's just grabbing cartons of cigarettes, just chucking them on the floor behind her. She's literally just chucking them. And it's just like, I'm walking in, she can't see where she's throwing them. I know not to walk into the line of the carton of cigarettes. She's just thump, 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 just chucking cigarettes back. And then when she was done, she went down and just scooped them all up and then restocked all the cigarettes. But I'm like, You keep them in the ceiling, and then you just throw them on the ground before you stock them. Like, you don't have a better place to store cigarettes?
I feel like that would just like have the potential to damage them.
Or is that where they store their ones they didn't pay tax on? Like it's a secret cigarette?
Yeah.
Oh,
these are our bootleg cigarettes.
Yeah. The tobacco inspector's coming around today, and another funny video I saw on the internet is this guy came in, and you might have gone through this, Chris. You can just confirm or deny, or deny that you ever did this. But this guy comes in and he's like, give me a Swisher Sweet. So he grabs one from the top and puts it down. And the guy's like, no, from the back. So the guy takes it. He's got his camera, and he goes swish, 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 swish. But he doesn't actually grab a new one. He puts it back down. The guy feels it, squeezes. He's like, thanks, man. And then he like pays.
I've totally done that. So here's the thing. Like it's all from the same thing. Like we don't open a new one until they're out, really.
Right.
And so it's like I'm not gonna go through the trouble of like pulling the old cigars forward. I'm just gonna jam them in.
Right.
So it's like it's gonna be random if there are a couple of old ones, whether or not you get it. I guess if there could be like a 1 in 1,000 shot that there's one that just keeps graduating into the new box for like 20 years, and you just get a crazy old one. But
I'm wondering if that's if the people who ask for that stuff is that the one they've bought in at one time in their life, and then they're like no, I need the fresh one because they get the old decrepit one.
In chat we were discussing whether or not we were having AV sync issues, but it might have been. So I tried a different setting to see if we could get better quality export at a similar bit rate, but I might switch back. I switched to a variable bit rate thing, and that might be messing with it. So I'll just switch it back to constant after the stream.
Got it.
Because it's really not that big of a difference in terms of how much data we're saving versus whatever. And this is the second week in a row that somebody has mentioned something like that. So
is our voice and audio off?
Yeah.
Got it.
But
that drives me nuts.
They said refreshing the browser fixed it. But what I'm guessing is so the audio and video feed, because they're coming in at different bit rates, might get desynced.
Got it.
So that's my theory. I was actually going to take a look at that today, and I totally forgot to. So
no, sounds good.
Anyway,
okay, so
inside baseball.
Yeah, right. So I was hoping somebody would comment some of the milk brands they bought.
Yeah, give us milk brands, you fools.
I want to know more milk brands because it's like especially when you go somewhere new, it's like maybe I'll remember what milk brand you shout out and I'll pick up some milk.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to. I'm trying to think of what would be a gross name for milk, like Old Curdles. It's like if that's your local brand.
Curdled milk.
I cracked this joke years ago, but my sister had some, I think, evaporated milk or condensed milk, but it said like Daisy Farm since 1868. It's like they have old Bessie on the front, still making milk from 1868. That's why it's dusty. 'Cause it's evaporated. It's because she's just.
That's funny. Daisy is like the good. I think. Well, Daisy sour cream and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you want to bet that's local too?
That probably is.
I suppose most dairy products would be.
You'd think so. But yeah, I think it's Daisy that also makes this sweetened condensed or is it Eagle? Eagle is another brand for like sweetened condensed milk and stuff like that.
We always get advertisements.
Oh, no, Daisy is nationwide.
We always get advertisements that say like, the best milk comes from Happy Cows, and Happy Cows are from... Boy, the advertisement doesn't work on you guys. California.
I've never heard it.
Really?
Yeah.
Happy Cows come from California? You guys have never seen that?
I thought Happy Cows came from the party, and they're like, yeah, that was...
Yeah, no, they come from California, and it shows them like... Well, this is actually kind of funny. It shows them out in like the sun and the beautiful green rolling fields, and it's really like... I just picture all the cows being terrorized by wildfires now. It's like, are they really coming
Well, there's hamburgers now.
Steak, yeah. Oh, man. So last week, you guys did your 10 favorite TV shows.
Yeah, and there's a 3-hour-long stream, and you couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
That's
I got the
insane.
notification on the drive back, and it was like, strange.
Yeah, Jeremy looked at me. He's like, "They're still going." I was like, "What?
How is this possible?"
I'm like, holy cow!
Adam says, "Hey, wait a minute. Who are these guys? Where's Keith and Daryl?"
Sorry, Adam.
Hey,
Loving
Adam.
all your Facebook posts, though.
Yeah,
Adam uses Facebook to the level that I probably should, especially as somebody who does this stuff.
you were in Duluth this weekend, weren't you? This week?
I see the
I saw
Ecto
Facebook
around
posts.
occasionally, and I want to stop and chat, but I'm also playing Pokemon Go, and I don't.
We saw it down in Canal, didn't we?
Yeah, we
I
did.
saw it driving.
When we were driving around next to each other, we totally saw
Oh, that's
it
what it
down
was?
there.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
Brad says they don't cow tip out here. I wouldn't suggest cow tipping anywhere unless they're your waitress.
Did you just say that?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not calling a woman a cow. I'm saying if a cow is employed as a waitress.
Gosh.
Jeremy called a woman a cow. He named a cow after me, and
No. Okay. How inappropriate can we get here? Probably
That's your show. You just let me know if we just can't
What
give this
rating
one over
would
to
you
the
give
TV
it?
station.
It's talking
G,
about,
PG, PG-13, or R.
about butts.
That's butts.
That's
Talk
fine.
about
That's
butts. It's
still
whatever.
G-rated. Everybody poops.
Somebody finally takes the cake for the meanest thing said to a woman, because I had it before, and now it's somebody else. So Kara, on a scale of 1 to thermonuclear, how mad would you be? So this guy wrote this today. I messed up about, his wife was there watching TikTok, and
Well, that's divorce grounds already.
and he said that she was watching these prank videos between husbands and wives, and so. This is funny.
Swanky said that's gonna haunt you for the rest, or this is gonna haunt you for the rest of your life.
No, it'll get overtaken by this story here. Trust me.
No, he's saying that he said this. I misread it.
Oh, got it. So, on the video on the TikTok, the wife was trying to get the guy to shave her butt.
Okay.
And he was just grossed out by it. He was like, "Oh no!" And she's like running around with a shaver and I don't know, shaking her booty. And anyway, so the commenter is from the point of view of the guy, and he's like, she was an attractive woman. So then, being a couple, the wife looks over at her husband, hence story writer, and says, "Would you shave my butt?" And he goes, "No, but I'd shave hers."
Hot dang. Hot dang.
Oh man,
Jeremy would die. He would die.
And he said it he didn't mean it like that. It's just like I don't know.
He did.
Well, so Jeremy, would you rather shave my butt or Kara's?
Nobody's.
I don't even like. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
not
just stop there. But
Say
it was
my butt's fairly hairless. I feel.
Yeah, I don't have.
I wouldn't just walking around with a beard growing on my butt.
I just thought it was.
I'm watching Ink Master right now, and this guy got a butt tattoo. He had a very hairy crack. I'm sorry. It's true though. He did. It was ridiculous.
Everything Kara's saying is revolving around butts today. Adam says if Jeremy gets haunted by anything, he knows who to call.
Hey,
Ghostbusters.
totally. They can come check out the new building and
Yeah.
do a photo shoot or something.
You
down there.
broke it already, Jeremy.
Well, we
22
knew it was
I
bad.
minutes.
mean, they all
We're
knew
not
we were.
busting into story time yet.
All right. Well,
So where was I going before that? I was going somewhere.
You're
before that story.
You would have been dead. Needless to say.
I would have been dead. Okay.
Yep.
Well, anyway, she didn't speak to him for 3 hours, and that's when he wrote the.
Yep.
3 hours, man. What a great
Well-
vacation for him.
Well, but then that was just with the time then he wrote the story. So
Yeah.
some say he's still being cold-shouldered.
Probably.
A shoulder is so cold, he had to buy a
I
parka.
mean, man, you'd have to go and buy me a new car to
Really? Over a
get back on
butt
my
shaving comment?
saying that he would rather shave some other woman's butt than mine. Yeah.
Well, he just said he'd rather shave nobody's butt.
But no, the guy, I'm saying if he said what the guy said,
Yeah.
where
But I
he's
think
like, I
Jeremy's got
wouldn't shave yours, but I'd
common
shave
sense.
hers, I'd be like, sorry.
Well, what if she has a really weird lumpy butt and it'd be hard to shave? He doesn't want to give her razor burn or something.
I think that's what he meant. He didn't want to hurt her or something.
So,
he didn't mean.
I can see an angle where he might be coming from, but you should just always say if someone asks you something, you just say yes.
Oh, then the best part was as normal the comments. There was all these comments of how he could get out of it, and somebody wrote they're like, I love seeing who's clearly married here and who's not, who already has a solution to get avoid this situation, baby, your butt's perfect, it doesn't need shaving, stuff like that. Way to smooth it over. There was a lot of good ones.
Smooth it over like that butt needs to be.
So that was super funny.
Oh my
That's hilarious.
gosh.
But we were talking about top 10s.
Yeah.
And so that went for 3 hours. So last week, Chris, you want to do what's
You guys talk about top 10 shows last week, and this week we talk about butts.
Yep. Man, I miss Keith and Daryl.
You know who you're here for.
Oh, Lord. Me.
Well, so, okay, give me 1 second here. I can pull up my top 10 real quick. I don't know. I forget.
Oh, this is the other thing I thought was crazy. I pulled out my phone to pull up my top 10 list, and I kid you not, I kind of want to show off here. I just got a message from King of Creams.
Oh, funny.
I get a free burger. What is it? Free ice cream cone.
For your birthday or something? Or?
No, just as a, like, I don't know if it's because we're talking about cows or not.
Well, so, you know, the funny thing is there are 2 people in my office that think the name King of Creams is disgusting if they won't eat there.
What?
They're like, that sounds gross, King of Creams.
My coworker's brother owns it.
It's amazing. I love it. The ice cream's amazing. Their burgers are really good.
The cheese curds are the best.
The cheese curds are awesome.
No. State Fair cheese curds are the best.
I've never been to the State Fair. So.
I'd actually rather have King of Creams cheese curds.
I would rather have State Fair.
Have you had?
Yes.
Well, you guys can get divorced. You can come with me to King of Creams. Gary can go to the State
cater
Fair.
some of our staff meetings.
Cater is not the same as getting it in person.
I wish I had something catered. I wish I worked at a fancy. Yeah, so you can cater my office.
Okay,
man.
so every quarterly meeting that we have at work, they always give us like a really nice gift. So
like
we've
millions
been
of dollars. No, just kidding.
we've been doing Zoom meetings
Oh yeah.
since
Walmart.
Yeah, now that it's coming back, this is Walmart 2
right?
Electric Boogaloo.
So before Walmart,
Cam says we need to do 3-hour streams mandatory now.
they gave us Duluth pack backpacks. And
Nice.
this time they gave us hydro flasks. And I always love when they give us gifts. It's super nice.
So what this says to me is they're not paying you enough. If they have all this money to give away gifts like that, like legitimately nice gifts, I'd be like, how about you just give me a raise instead? That's the gift that keeps on giving.
They're building 2 new offices, one up in Hermantown, so they're not going to be splitting with the bank anymore. They're building a new one in Hermantown, a new one in 2 Harbors, and they're absorbing the one in Cloquet.
All I'm hearing is that
You should become like one of the district managers or something.
there is that's kind of fun. You can get your banking and your dentistry done at the same building.
Yeah, well, both of them are like pulling teeth.
Right? Please get a loan just so you can pay your dental bill. Because dentistry is expensive.
Jeremy gets to come and see me on Wednesday.
Make sure you brush and floss.
I floss obsessed.
I can't tell
He
you how many
does.
times Jeremy's brushed his teeth on the phone with me.
I know. Hey, at least I have an electric toothbrush. And so it's like
It's an electric toothbrush.
Oh
What
gosh.
do you mean electric?
Never mind.
It's for a different opening.
I don't know. This episode might not be able to go on there. I'm
I'm surprised how lowbrow Kara's being. She got for 2 weeks. She's a completely different
I'm
person.
so tired. Chip woke up at 5:30 this morning. I'm not a morning person.
I'm also not a morning person.
I'm
Did
sorry.
anybody say a name of milk?
No.
I will Venmo or PayPal somebody $5 if they comment a local milk that's not in Midwest.
Should I Google one or?
No, let's.
Chris wants the $5.
I do.
I want to know a milk somebody has eaten.
You don't eat milk, you drink milk.
Well, Jeremy does when he tries to prove that it's not spoiled.
Yeah, right.
I heard that story.
What the comments say?
Adam said it sounds like that shaving a butt decision could hurt Jeremy come Wednesday.
Yes, it could.
And so he said that burn went so high on Jeremy it turned him bald.
Oh my goodness! Speaking of which, one of my coworkers got
Bald?
burned.
Like
They're gross.
like a physical burn?
A physical burn.
Oh, okay.
They're grease trap. This is a public service announcement to clean your grill grease trap. It exploded, and so he got like second-degree burns on his
dang.
arms.
Who was it?
Well, I'm not gonna say because that's disrespectful.
Look at the person who looks like Freddy Krueger next time you're in his office.
But they
and you'll
got
be able
like
to tell.
all these burns, and then and they had like bandages on their arms, and then it was like singed their hair and their face. Like they had burn marks all over their face, and it was so clean your grease traps. It's insane.
Do I know them?
I don't know.
Oh.
I have a story related
It
to
was Derek. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I saw him the other day. He's definitely not burned.
Right.
I was over at a friend's house and he asked me to go light his propane grill. And I didn't realize how hard you had to push in on the starter. Like you have to it's the starting
igniters?
thing. Yeah, the igniter. was like really, really, really stiff. So like I pushed it and I heard a click and I thought that was it. And I was like, huh, weird. And I was like, and I was like fiddling around with it. And it was like pouring gas in the whole time because it's trying to do the thing. So then I finally got it to go and actually hit. And the lid went and flew all the way backwards, and a fireball shot out my entire arm. All the hair is completely burned off.
When was this completely?
Oh my gosh.
No, I have hair on my arm again. This is like 2016 or something.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, because and obviously I've lit a propane grill before, and I was like, I could hear that it wasn't lit, so I was like, what is going on here? And then it finally went and concluded, and like
grill lid was shut.
Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised that it didn't go like actually like flying off. It literally it slammed back and it hit so hard it shut again. Damn. But it literally just went whoosh like by me because like the igniter's on the left hand side. I'm standing next to it, so most of the grill's in front of me, but enough of my arm was there that it went and burned off all my arm.
Can you imagine if it had like clipped your chin or something like that on its way back?
It just like slow fuse burning up, like, oh no!
No, I mean like if the lid came flying up and hit your chin. Whoo, that'd have hurt.
Yeah, that would not have been good. So, John says, grease traps, new slang from my mouth after I had a burger. Oh, speaking of which, so Gwen's cat likes to stand on the table when Gwen's eating. Her husband hates that the cat goes up there, but he only listens to Gwen, and Gwen doesn't care. So,
right.
Then he's up there and he's like poking around, and Gwen had a burger wrapper open, and he's like licking the grease off of the wrapper.
Yeah. Cats' tongues sounds against objects that are like anything but their own bodies because that's silent. It's super annoying. This is like
cow tongues feel like cat tongues.
Kara got scratched by a cow tongue.
Yeah. I went and I pet one of the cows, and it took its long tongue and it went whoop around my arm, and it
around
scratched my arm.
Well, I think that's how they like get the grass, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. They probably chew it up that way too. I don't know.
Do you know what cut is?
Yes, and I don't think we should talk about it.
Fine. Well, it's just the grass that they previously chewed.
That's like they regurgitate it and chew it again.
And swallow it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Interesting. So the like stomach acid like softens it up so they can destroy it more? Is it really fibrous or what?
Well, yeah. Well, it's like So
it's like dogs eat grass and they puke because they can't digest it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So cows they've got multiple stomachs, don't they?
So do dogs throw up cud?
What? No, because they're not re-chewing it to digest it.
So it's only cud if the act of re-chewing it again happens?
I believe so.
But if it was,
I don't know why we have to define this.
It's fun. We're pioneers. We can determine if dogs have cud or not.
They don't. I can say definitively. Do you want me to Google it? Or?
No, you're fine.
Kajana Boyd says Resident Evil movie. I don't know. That's probably so out of context from what we've talked about now, but I just want to make sure I said that.
Resident Evil movie.
We're talking about explosions maybe or fireballs.
Give us more info. Resident Evil commenter, we will figure it out.
Did a girl explode in Resident Evil?
I don't think so, but I haven't seen all of them either. At least on the first
it's
three.
A local brand of milk, and he just wants
Resident Evil milk. Time to collect your $5.
Well, their theme song is so catchy, or like Resident Evil, so it's like every time you grab the milk, it's like Resident Evil.
When I go to the grocery store, I pick Resident Evil milk.
Oh gosh.
Man. Hey, zombies. I see zombies from here.
Oh, I gotta turn chat off for a second. Hold on.
You gotta turn chat off?
Yeah, somebody's put something inappropriate on there.
No way. They got through your spam filter?
What? Yeah, surprisingly, because that word is definitely on there.
No kidding. Ooh, we're getting bots again. We're famous, guys.
Wait, it was a bot?
I don't know if it was a bot or not, but... All right, you guys vamp for a second while I try and police this.
Sweet,
shame on whoever commented the naughty thing.
You could have just wrote milk instead and been actually contributed to...
Right?
Instead of writing things inappropriate. Anyways, all right. So, Chris, Kara, why don't you and I pull up our top 10 TV lists?
You typed mine down. I was taking care of Chip.
I sure did, didn't I?
You sure did.
All right.
Yeah, send it to me.
I'm not going to send it to you. I'll just read it.
Fine. I know, I had Ted Lasso. Excellent show. If you haven't watched Ted Lasso and you need to see who your role model should be, you need to watch Ted Lasso. Ted is who your role model should be. Just saying.
It is a very good show. It didn't come close to my top 10, but it's still very good to me.
Gotcha.
All right. So should I just read off your whole list? Or do you
And
wanna
I'm
make it
sure there's
this-
other ones. Jeremy dropped this on me and was like, Chris needs this in like tonight. And I was like taking care of Chip, trying to get him ready for bed. I was like, oh. So I just listed off some things.
All right, Mythic Quest,
Excellent show.
Big Bang Theory. I mean, that one
Excellent show.
that was just like a toss-in. The Office,
Yep. Oh, 100%.
Gravity Falls,
Yes.
Star versus the Forces of Evil,
Yeah, so good.
Amphibia.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of animated shows, Kara.
Don't judge me.
Ted Lasso.
I'm surprised that Amphibia is a top 10 of all time.
Oh, but it's so good.
Again, it's just I say it's the like you have what is it? Luck is when time.
When preparation meets opportunity.
Boy, Preparation Age is really missing out on a cool ad campaign there. So luck. You're lucky that you had your preparation age when you needed it.
Oh
My goodness.
God.
Why is everything around butts?
Preparation. When preparation meets opportunity, so that's luck, right? So Amphibia is just, it was the show, and I know I said this about Ted, but it was a show that was at our lives at a point where we really didn't know we needed it, but it was just fun.
It's just good, wholesome, funny. I know you didn't care for it, but I really liked it.
And then and then of course Avatar, which is ridiculously good. And
Yeah.
Dave
Last Airbender.
Filoni.
The Last Airbender, yeah, not the blue aliens.
Clone Wars, Parks and Rec, and then Kara put Mando.
Yeah.
And then
And her 11th slot, I should
just-
mention.
Oh.
So it doesn't count.
I mean, I like.
I
Kara,
would take something else out and put
yeah, Big
Mando
Bang
in.
Theory. I could see Kara dropping.
I don't think any of
You
us
know-
watched the CW, sorry. We can talk about the new series coming on Disney Plus though. ABC is owned by Disney.
I
Yeah.
know, and it's super funny. So Good Morning America, they always have like their opinion on everything. Whenever they talk about Disney, they always have to put, well, this company is affiliated with Disney, so like they're not gonna talk bad about Disney,
Funny.
and they don't because they probably get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole Scarlett Johansson suing over. Okay,
I missed that.
what's your opinion? So you didn't hear about this at all? We'll take a.
At what point in the last week did this take place?
It was probably a week ago that it took place.
All right, so I was been too busy doing other stuff.
So Scarlett Johansson for the movie for Black Widow was negotiated 40% or whatever of the profits
Oh,
from movie theaters, and so she wasn't aware that it was going to go to streaming, but because like all of this happened way before Walmart, and so then it came out and they decided they're going to put it out on Disney Plus. And so she's not getting any of that revenue whatsoever. So she feels like she's missing out a cut. She tried to renegotiate her contract and say, hey, can you give me some of this in exchange for this or whatever, negotiate. And they said, nope, it's your contract. So she's suing him because
Yeah.
then the movie should have never went on Disney Plus.
Right, I agree.
Because that wasn't like, and it's tough because
I don't think it's gonna hold up, to be completely honest, because like she's not in charge of distribution, right? So she's taking a gamble by saying you can pay me less, I'll take points.
right.
And then, I think that it's going to perform well or whatever, right? So if it ends up getting distributed in a different way, they don't have to.
So, but okay, so like what's stopping? I mean, I guess now we know streaming is such a big thing. Because up to this point, when does common practice hold up long enough to actually be viable? And here's what I'm trying to say. Up until this point, no new movies ever go on to streaming until 3 months or something, right?
Well, you're talking
So-
like major Hollywood releases. There's actually plenty of brand new movies that debut on TV.
Okay, I suppose. Well, and it's going to be a major Hollywood release, right?
Yeah,
So
well, it was assumed it would be.
and so how couldn't that be a breach of contract because you didn't think you had to write up the specifications to say this movie will not go to streaming, type of thing?
I don't think so. Like, just because it's common practice, like, let's say the movie's terrible, they just don't even release it, right?
Right.
Like, you make something that's so bad, like, there's plenty of produced, unreleased films out there.
And she wouldn't get anything then?
Well, no, if she negotiated that, like, you're going to pay me, whatever it is, $20 million plus X% of whatever.
Got it.
If it never gets distribution, that X% of whatever is zero. That's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
I think they should give her a cut of streaming. I think
Well, especially
release
since-
earnings for the first 3 months of box office removal or something, if it's going to come from streaming instead of box office, I think she should get a cut of it.
Yeah.
I mean, so that I feel that's coming from the perspective of there's like fairness in the world and just like
Yeah. I
there's
know.
not, unfortunately, but like because Walmart happened and she signed her contract prior to Walmart. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
at that point, once they realized that movie theaters were kind of shutting down or whatever, I feel like at that point they should have renegotiated.
Right, but Disney probably just saw that as an opportunity to say,
make more
look,
money.
We can release it here and not have to pay her as much and probably recoup.
Well,
some of the costs.
I don't think that's why they did it. They sat on this movie for a whole extra year because it was going to come out right before this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
And at first they were just waiting until theaters were going to open, and then you sit on something that costs you $180 million dollars for so long. It's they just need to make something on it at this point. So it's we have a platform where we can earn something for it.
Right.
So it's
and it ended up being the most pirated movie on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, well, it messed you up a little bit.
Well, so force majeure is usually something written into contracts, like unforeseen acts, essentially.
Yeah.
So it's Disney's not going to be held accountable for the fact that they decided to distribute via the only means they had reasonable access to because of this worldwide pandemic.
Well, so then the actress who played in Cruella, the movie, she's also thinking about suing now as Emma Stone, because it's the same thing.
So here's the thing. You never negotiate points like this, right? It's one of those things where there's a really famous story I can't remember the name of the film, but somebody who negotiated, they're like, I get 20% of the 20% of the profit. When you say profits, that's when Hollywood accounting takes place and every movie looks like it loses money, so you get nothing. I can't remember the specific details right now, but this has happened before plenty of times. If you negotiate for points, you have to negotiate for gross points, not net points.
Got it.
Right? So it's I guess if you're negotiating for box office total or whatever, 40% seems like I would doubt they would ever agree to that. Right. 40% is way too high, but it's usually at his prime, Schwarzenegger would negotiate for 20%.
I did not.
And he was the biggest movie star in the world at that point.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that he was at one point in his career ever, because it was that was kind of
really he's one of my all-time favorite actors.
We were watching.
Sorry, Chad, I haven't been getting to you because I have it off because there's some people being nefarious actors right now.
I was gonna say, I was like, Chad looks awfully dead. Have I offended everybody by my butt comments? I'm sorry.
So Brad said she probably demanded 40% of box office. Yeah, so box office is literally just movie theater totals.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And so that's usually where a big chunk of your revenue is made. But in a situation like this, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
What else do we have here?
I was gonna say, it looks
Kajana continues to comment topics that we don't get to, like new releases and stuff.
But we can go back to them, right?
I mean, we could, but I feel some of them, new fall series releases, I've been so busy, I have no idea what's even upcoming on any channels other than the couple of things we know are getting renewed for extra seasons on Disney Plus or Netflix. Swanky says Disney never loses lawsuits. They could probably win lawsuits against the government, who also never loses lawsuits. Well, so when the government controls the branch that is that is adjudicating it, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was the king of 80s action films. Yes, he was also the king of 90s action films.
So we were watching the movies that made us. We watched the behind the scenes for Back to the Future. Mm-hmm. Absolutely incredible. Jurassic Park and Home Alone. And there was just a thing they're talking about how they wanted Schwarzenegger for something. One of those movies. Was it Jurassic Park? But they just said it was impossible to get because of how hot he was. You couldn't touch getting him because of how big he was. I just can't believe it. It's just insane to me. Yeah. He's great. He's awesome.
He seems legit. He's got a mini pony.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention, somebody on Reddit made a cigar pipe that looks like the Terminator's face. And Arnold Schwarzenegger reached out to him and bought it off of him.
That's sweet.
He sent a picture of him using this pipe.
That's right. You showed me that.
Yeah, it was super
He seems
cool.
like an absolute legit person, you know?
So never mind the extramarital affair and illegitimate child.
But
he looks good for his age.
So, Bill Burr, he's a comedian. I don't know if you he does this bit about Arnold. What? He's in Mandalorian. He does this bit about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's because it was right around this comedy special came out right around the time that all this was happening. And he's it's a long bit. The condensed version of it is this is the guy that came from foreign country, built himself up from nothing. He started a masonry company.
Yep.
after.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's a bodybuilder, just like winning Mr. Olympia titles or whatever. He starts this masonry company with all these other bodybuilders. Realizes that being like the cheapest place in town nobody wants, so he rebrands it as this deluxe like European whatever thing or whatever, charges like 3 times as much as everybody, nonstop business, makes a bunch of money doing
Isn't that stupid how that happens? You charge more than everybody else. Everybody assumes you're better.
Yep. Yeah,
And
it's all marketing.
It is.
So decides he's going to become a movie star, barely speaks the language, becomes the hottest movie star of all time, runs for political office, becomes a governor. And so he's been on this hot streak for 30 years. He's like, so you think this guy thinks that he's not going to be able to get away with sleeping with his maid in his own house? He's like, when you're 100 for 100. It's just...
That's really funny.
That says who hasn't had an affair. Jeremy, for sure.
See? Thank you.
I was going to say, if Jeremy ever has an affair,
even shave somebody else's butt.
hot dang, watch out. Jeremy would not be on the show ever again. You'd never find his body.
Carol Baskins.
Yeah, Kara Baskins.
How dare you?
What's up, cats and kittens?
Jeremy will never financially recover.
Which actually sounds like something I would say. I'm surprised I'm not walking.
You're not going to financially recover from this weekend.
I know. Oh man, that was so funny.
So real quick, I'll just go over my...
Wait, you never want to... What?
Brad is the most hilarious human being on this planet.
What did he say?
He was like Brad and Jeremy, like in reference to Jeremy never having an affair. He says the way Kara holds his leash.
It's Tarkin Kara over there, or no, it'd be Tarkin. Yeah, Tarkin's holding Vader's leash.
Yeah. So you get to be Vader in this scenario, I guess.
Sweet.
Like I said, you would never find Jeremy's body if you ever cheated on me.
I like to financially recover.
Swanky says I'd find your body, Jeremy, and give you a proper funeral.
Oh, thanks, Swanky. I liked his other comments earlier too. Swanky's got good comments.
Swanky, you'd never find it.
He would. Let's take bets.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
let's
really
take bets
sad.
on Jeremy's dead
Seriously.
body being found.
Brad, do you not drink milk, or is it just no name milk here? I'm serious. Swanky.
I drink
Brand
Brand X.
What do you eat for milk?
Brad needs the
What do you
milk
eat
to
for
tone
milk?
down that ketchup. We all know Brad doesn't like spicy food.
Okay, I know Gabe isn't watching right now, but Gabe, what do you guys drink for milk in Puerto Rico? Just somebody tell me other brands of milk.
Please.
That's all we
He's
want to know.
not going to drop it, guys.
We've been doing this for 2 years to try and figure out what brands of milk you
Oh
guys
my
drink.
gosh.
Well, it's fun. It's like, you know.
That's it.
So he says, all right, Jeremy, you got to take one for the team so I can accept Kara's challenge.
Right?
Here's what we should do is we should get like I can't remember what they're called.
Could you
But they're
imagine?
like super high detailed simulated bodies.
Right.
For like practicing medical stuff on.
A cadaver.
Oh, yeah.
No. Like
the fake
it's called
ones.
like a simulum something or whatever. But yeah, basically, so give Kara one of those and give her 3 days
To hide it.
to hide it, and then
Are you talking about on like America's Deadliest Warrior or whatever, or the blacksmith where they're like they cut the body and it's like it will kill that stupid torso flesh with the
Well, not with like the ballistics gel and stuff. They make like legitimately like medically
got it.
anatomically accurate like simulation bodies.
Got it.
Because some people don't like working on cadavers apparently, or some people can't get cadavers, or
So-
it's ethically questionable to have cadavers.
Swanky will appreciate this, but we have one that's sort of like that. It's the head torso, and we have to insert the nasal pharynx airway thing up the thing's nose.
Nasopharyngeal.
So you got to like take it, measure it from nose to ear, and then you cut it, and then you got to like lube it up with your spit, and then push it down the.
Wait, you had to do that at work?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. Protosulfate and then buddy care.
Dang. I know that like they intubate through the nose during
The only
sedation and stuff.
Do you know the only time you don't use a nasopharyngeal airway? Is if there's
Nasopharyngeal
clear
airway?
fluid dripping from their nose, because that means
That's
they have-
brain.
That's brain, and then if you
Brain
put it
fluid.
up there, it could divert up into the brain.
Dang.
So
This is information I never needed to know.
you never know.
No, so Swanky, I have a friend who's obsessed with serial killers, and she
That doesn't
has
make
thought
professional
about
being
and
resume.
her boyfriend's a cop.
Janae, what brand of milk do you drink in Maine?
I know.
Oh,
you
Janae
tell
will
us.
have to tell
She probably
us.
makes her own.
Oh my god, that would be so annoying. Brad says he's not telling us because it's driving you crazy.
It is driving me crazy. Well, at least I know he drinks milk. He backhandedly admitted he drinks milk.
I'm telling you, he's got to tone down the ketchup.
I know. Brad drinks.
Oh, so and anyway, so
Dole Whip
aside from me just acknowledging that she's here, she said just tuned in kind of late. Hello, family. Yes, that includes you too, Brownie. So thank you.
Aw, hi, Janae. We'll see you soon.
Hood.
Hood milk.
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd buy in Chicago.
Hood milk.
Wait, is that what Brad said?
Happy
No, that's
cows
what I
come
said.
From
Oh, no, no.
California. Gangster cows come
No, that's
from
what
Chicago.
That's what Janae said.
Oh.
She drinks
No
Hood
way.
milk.
They drink Hood milk. and
Hood
meat?
milk.
No.
I just imagine every carton comes with a gold.
Once you get to the bottom, you get a gold grill.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if Dave is watching.
Weird.
He
Okay.
says, I've never paid attention to the brand. I just look for the
Oh
dark
my
blue
gosh, it is
cap.
called Hood milk. Well,
Yeah.
that looks pretty generic.
Wait, you're in.
It's probably made with lobster milk or something. It's got red
Oh,
and
I
white.
would if you gave me lobster milk, I would puke.
Here's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, it's pretty generic looking.
So,
milk.
Janae, is Hood's better or worse than Kemp's?
It's probably the same. Like milk's milk, unless it comes from a lobster.
Are you from South Carolina, Swanky? I forget.
Georgia?
Georgia's Juliet.
Yeah,
I want to say I know Swanky.
I'm afraid you don't.
I don't know. This one is blurry.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. I knew it was one of the
That's by
Carolinas.
David says I'm here and gave 2 milks. What milks? Oh, is Oberweis a milk?
Wait, Gabe's here?
Dave.
Oh. And he gave Gabe some milk?
No, he gave milk brands.
Oh!
But I'm trying to figure out. I thought he was replying to somebody else. I don't know the name. What's the other? Oh
Is it
my
Mills
gosh.
River Creamery, Swanky?
Oh, Khalifa milk, like California, but with a Califa.
I've heard of Khalifa milk.
I've heard of Wiz Khalifa.
I have too. The milk or the wrapper? Just kidding. What
Drink
is-
Khalifa. Listen
Oh.
to Khalifa.
That's why we have Khalifa up here. It's like we get the almond milk and stuff up here.
Oh, yeah, because almond milk doesn't actually last, I guess.
If you here,
Good old nut milk.
Yep.
if you saw it, you'd recognize it.
Swanky says he's gonna check the fridge real quick.
That's all I asked
It's in
for.
when you go at, like any grocery store around here carries
Okay,
that. Target,
weird.
Super
It
One.
looks like Starbucks milk.
It kind of does.
Oh, so how? Okay. Boy, we are off the rails wild here. And I just want to say,
We're a Star Wars podcast. We talk about milk.
the trend,
We'll get to blue milk.
That's the whole thing we're trying to get to.
that was really good, Kara.
Thanks.
The trends lately have been the whole eliminate. Like it'll show a thing and you got to like get rid of one or whatever. And I know one that will break Kara. Absolutely break Kara. And I actually know her answer too. So it's, you have to get rid of one.
Okay.
First place being Target.
Negative. I will keep that forever.
Second place being Starbucks.
I will keep that forever.
Actually, I want to say Adam Nori posted this maybe. The third one of them was Chick-fil-A.
Meh.
And then the fourth one is another favorite store of yours.
So Chick-fil-A would probably get Das Boot.
I figured Chick-fil-A would, but
Like, no
You
offense
put
to
Target and
Chick-fil-A,
Starbucks.
but
Honestly, I would only keep Chick-fil-A and get rid of the rest.
but okay. So here's the thing: Target has Starbucks in it. So if you got rid of Starbucks, Target would automatically go too.
Well, you don't think Target can keep its own doors open?
Well, it can obviously. I need both though. I need both. They're my
Like so,
They're my
like
heart
you
and
need to
soul.
customize it to Kara specifically, Jeremy. So it's like you have to get rid of one of these things: Chip, Target, or Starbucks.
yes, Kara, pick.
So he says he's out of milk. He's not digging through the trash.
That's so funny.
Go down to the grocery store and buy some, and text us and tell us what
But
brand you
yeah,
buy.
stay on like stream on your phone, walk down to the gas station, grocery store,
Yeah, put it
whatever.
on the Discord.
Right? Exactly.
Speaking of Discord,
Stream it, Swanky, to a big boombox, walk around so other people hear
Right?
it.
Just a big boom box
And
up
then
on your
people be
shoulder.
like, what are you listening to? Be like, Rise of the Podcast.
they're like,
Duh.
"Oh, is that a band?" I'm like, no, they're talking about milk and butts. Adam says, "How come Kara broke the streak for Star Wars shirts? At least you can count on Jeremy." That's where
She's
you've
gone.
gotten foiled, Adam. This is a trap Kara set for you. Are you ready?
Wait,
Suckers!
I'm glad that you made sure that the other shirt was down.
May have gotten more views.
Oh,
There we go. BB-8 being chased by porgs.
that is a Star Wars shirt.
It is a Star Wars shirt.
Kara's just cold.
I'm always cold.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
All right, Brad. What brand of milk? We must know.
We must know.
Otherwise,
If we don't, we'll never be able to talk to you again.
Yep.
I guess he can still listen to us.
No, I said he drinks Dole Whip milk.
Dole Whip milk.
I drink Dole Whip milk.
Do you remember Yoj?
Yes.
I haven't. Yoj
Yogurt?
hasn't been around for. Yeah, it was like
Yogurt.
a blend of yogurt and orange juice, and it was so freaking good.
Was it like?
doesn't
Did it
exist.
taste like a dreamsicle? Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, and it's like probably like 99% orange juice, 1%
Yes.
yogurt, but it was super, super good.
Yes. All right. So we were going to talk about our top 10 shows. We did list off
Lucerne,
Kara's.
is that a brand of milk?
Lucerne.
Yes, it is.
Lucerene, or Lucerne, maybe?
Lucerne. Lucerna? That sounds like a
Lucerne, something
Is that
like
Brad's?
that. Apparently, why do we have such knowledge of our milk and nobody knows what brand of milk they drink?
Who knows?
It's got to be a Midwestern thing.
Lucerne milk. Well, okay, we're right next to Wisconsin Dairyland.
We're right next to Wisconsin. Sorry.
So
By the
here's
way, no, that's
Lucerne.
fine.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty generic milk too.
Yeah,
you guys
why
got
is everybody so
weak-ass
generic
milk?
and we're like pretty logos for our milk brands?
Yeah.
Except Arrowhead's pretty lame sauce.
Yeah.
Well,
Land
O'Lakes, Land O'Lakes, yeah.
Oh, they have milk too, don't they?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Land O'Lakes is definitely hyper local.
Although Land O'Lakes, their logos kind of become pretty generic now.
He gets the farm life chocolate milk sometimes. I love chocolate milk so much.
Chalky milk.
So
Except you hate it when it's called chocolate milk, Chris.
actually,
Jonathan
I
says
guess
he
it's-
drinks Friendly Farms. Friendly
Oh my
Farms
gosh.
sounds awesome.
Oh my gosh! I looked up Land O'Lakes butter. I cannot believe this friggin' came up. Hold on, bring it up.
Over Jeremy.
Land
Oh, that's
O'Lakes.
hilarious.
They made
Oh,
it
sorry.
like-
The focus target's actually over you now. So like, put it over your left leg. There you go. That's amazing.
Is that Lando? Isn't that
It
Cloud
is.
City in the corner?
There's the cloud car and then Lando.
That's actually our
Lando.
butter, guys. It just instead of it's like a lady there
It used
now.
to, it's not anymore. They took her away.
They took her away.
Yeah, it's because she's a native.
Oh.
So they got rid of.
So what is it now? Like a loon or
It's
something?
nothing. It's nothing. It's just land, the big
background?
O, and then lakes. Yeah.
Anyways, okay, we can move off of milk. So
What? No, we can't. Milk for life.
I read this and this was kind of a fun thing. And so now because we're not like streaming on my phone anymore, we actually have internet down here. And we have internet in the new place.
Which is better than the internet
We have
here.
internet here.
Yeah.
Guys, we are like paying for internet now and
We have an outrageous amount of internet available to us.
we have internet all over the place.
What should we put on a t-shirt, Brad? He said put that in a t-shirt.
What?
Which one?
The Land O'Lakes.
Maybe. I don't. Oh, man, maybe. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be hilarious.
No butts and milk.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny. So
I don't know if you heard me when I said that Jonathan drinks Friendly Farms.
oh yeah, no, we said Friendly Farm sounds like actually like a cool place.
Yeah.
To have
I've
that.
heard.
Oh, you
I
should
feel
look
like
up the logo for Friendly Farms and see if that's not weak. This is now a challenge to see if any local milk has a cooler logo than ours.
Right? Seriously.
Now I just want to see like a picture of like a cow just like sitting in the back of the Midwest. Be like, "This is the best milk in the Midwest."
They've got Add a Mood.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh wait, we have this brand up here.
1 hour in and we finally
Oh.
have milk covered.
Yeah.
I knew it sounded familiar. Aldi sells it, and it's
Generic.
generic as
Gosh,
heck.
dang it.
You're so funny, Kara. Everything's okay.
What?
So now that I actually have my notes for the week about fun things to talk about, Chris, this is right up your
It
alley.
says, yeah, it has no logo. We learned that it has no logo.
I mean, just so people can see.
Jerry.
Here's Kemp's, just so you guys can see we're not insane. Like,
that's
Yeah, look.
adorable.
See, that's effort into your milk carton.
we
That
actually
is-
legitimately care.
Like we have to see the
Hey,
cow.
Daryl says he's popping in to say what's up.
We're talking
Daryl,
about
what kind of milk do you drink?
Oh my goodness.
Talking about milk. All right. So Chris, this is right up your alley. You love stuff like this. Did you see what dropped July 30th? This is a tangent.
What
New episode
dropped?
of GT.
Oh,
Special.
I did. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that.
Yep. Okay.
He said 2%. I'm sorry. This probably makes no sense to you. We're talking about like the brand. Like, do you drink like Arrowhead, Kemp's, Land O'Lakes?
Because apparently everybody who's watching
Great value.
Daryl doesn't have any idea what time. They just grab milk.
So that's why it was so funny that he said 2% to me.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Well, now that reminds me of
Swanky said we can untime out Grogu now if we want to.
Oh, okay.
He's only been a timeout for a month.
Pedro.
It's good to get a
you
slow
can drink 2%
lifespan.
if you want.
Yeah.
What's the name of that movie? All right. Are we going to talk about
Napoleon Dynamite?
Okay. I did not think that the name, but that is the name I was thinking of. Okay. Here we go. This is kind of a fun thought thing for us to work on for a couple minutes. Let's work on this together as a group. All right. We all probably have a talent for something that we've never tried.
Were you on Reddit when you saw that?
Yes, I was.
I saw that too.
So did you read the
I didn't read. I just saw the headline and then skipped to like, what's one thing that you could say to your wife that would make her divorce you or something?
Well, I know what that is.
I'd shave her butt, but not yours.
It's like Grogu's looking so sadly at the floor. we went milk for an hour. Now we're gonna do 30 minutes of Grogu positioning.
Adjustments. So the
There you
Onion,
go.
the Onion actually did an article on this, and it's really funny. It says 97-year-old dies unaware of being violin prodigy, and the article is really really funny. I'll just read it to be funny. Rockford, Illinois, retired post office branch manager Nancy Hollander, 97, died at her home of natural causes Tuesday after spending her life completely unaware that she was one of the most talented musicians of the past century and possessed untapped ability to become a world-class violin virtuoso. She was survived by 2 daughters, a son, and 6 grandchildren, all who forever remain oblivious to the fact of how good she would have become if she just picked up a violin even once.
My God.
Oh my
We're really
gosh.
gonna miss Mom. She was such a gentle, sensitive, perceptive person, said Hollander's son, David, unknowingly outlining qualities that would have infused his mother's interpretation of Mendelssohn's violin concerto. With a singular haunting beauty capable of moving the most jaded of soul.
I've got a pretty jaded soul. Daryl says whatever's cheap at the time used to be Arrowhead.
Got it. See, he knows, though. He said Arrowhead with no bait. Anyways, so that cracked me up. So, Kara, what are some things you haven't tried? Skydiving?
I don't know if there's a talent for skydiving. There's like
Truck driving?
Hold on.
Backing up trailers?
Hold on. Let's reverse to no. Let's reverse back to skydiving. I feel that that's something that you can become technically proficient at, but I don't know if there's like virtuoso skydiving.
What about wingsuiting?
I think that there's a little bit more like I'm not saying that skydiving is not skill based,
Right?
But I'm saying it's just like technical execution of the thing. Whereas like doing a wingsuit flight, like there's like navigating canyons and stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna get so many parachuters getting angry at me.
We're gonna just put a millisecond pin in this. Base jumping.
Yeah.
This is not that big of a tangent. Building, antenna, span, and earth. So bridge and then like cliffs, right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a new one. Based jumping. People are jumping from drones.
Really?
They're trying to make drones that are big enough to like just like have a platform on it. You go up on the drone and then you just jump off. And there's one that
So why wouldn't you just get like a helicopter at that point?
well, it's just cool.
Because base isn't fun.
So the based jumping, the D was added by rich people who have the money to get drones that large to lift them up.
See, I feel like a drone is inefficient at that point. Just like fire up the old gasoline chopper. Get to the chopper, they jump off of it.
That's a good point. I don't know, because then it's just skydiving.
It is.
I don't know. Maybe because so there's drones are even considered aircraft though. So even if you jump off a drone, it'd still be skydiving. I don't know.
That's
so okay. So let's try to maybe picture some things for Kara.
Because you've obviously backed up a trailer, Jeremy. So it's not something you could not be. Anyway, he almost broke his arm patting his back so hard backing up the trailer today.
Racing. You've never really raced, like track racing. So Kara could be really good at racing.
I could be a proficient shoemaker.
Amy Shoemaker.
Truck driving?
No, I don't even want to try that. I'm good.
Farming?
No. Jeremy's gotten this bee in his bonnet for farming. He wants to farm.
It's fun.
Start a hobby farm and then realize that you absolutely hate it. Like
it's
farming thing
fun
ever played,
on
Stardew Valley?
Xbox.
So here's the thing: turnips don't
sim?
grow in 3 days in real life, Jeremy.
I know.
Yeah, and then you have to go out there and get sweaty and hang out with bugs and get dirty.
You don't have to befriend the bugs. Like open up your cab and say, "Come in, all the bugs."
Nope, farming is not for me. What?
I don't know. And just, Jonathan posted a link to a YouTube video and I clicked on it. It says Lego Marvel Unlock Taskmaster. It just looks like some video game footage. I'll check it out later.
Jonathan,
Oh my gosh, I'm not saying that, Brad.
What?
I'm not saying that.
Is it something Kara's
You can
good
go.
at?
Oh, you can't even go back and look through chat because it's off.
Brad, put it in Discord.
Snip that. No, I'm just kidding. What? I'm sure it's something inappropriate. Maybe you're naturally good at shaving butts.
Yeah, that's nicer than what he said. Swanky says you get the whole summer off waiting for your crops to grow.
See? That's what I'm saying.
That's not accurate either.
But between Stardew Valley, Farming
Brad says
Sim,
don't say it.
and Clarkson Farm all look really fun.
So Jeremy Clarkson has millions of dollars, so he
Yep.
can just goof around, and it doesn't matter if
Yep.
anything happens.
He bought the world's largest tractor to do the smallest farm.
He bought a Lamborghini
Oh.
tractor.
So that video link, he says the platform you go on to unlock the character in the clip is like the drones we were talking about. Nice. So relevant clip.
Got it.
I'm gonna turn chat back on now.
You guys
if you guys can behave.
Wow, the bubbles are like coming in with a vengeance.
Right?
All present and accounted for. So Chris, what are some things that you haven't tried?
I haven't tried a lot of things.
I feel like there's a ton I haven't tried. Yeah.
So like, should I be thinking of things that I think that I'd have translatable skill, or things that I've just never tried at all?
Never tried at all.
Because like I've done like musical things. I feel like I'd be good at a lot of
Musical things.
Oh, sorry. I saw a comment that had asterisk on stuff. I was like, chat's been up for 2 seconds, but I realized it was accidentally something auto-caught.
Got it. Did you just ban the naughty person earlier?
Yes, but then they said something else like after, like it took a second for it to do it, and I was like, I don't want to risk the spam.
Right.
Swanky's gonna post what he said in Discord.
Thank you, Swanky. I gotta yell at
And
Brad
Brad says
for
she will
being mean.
never forgive.
Brad, what did you say?
You can't look at the
Like, yeah, look at the
podcast.
podcast. This is her weekly time to log into Discord.
It is my time to log into Discord. Brad, why would you say anything mean about me? I'm gonna cry.
Okay, there we go. We red boxed for a second on the stream. Anyway, oh my god, we're all over the place. What's something that I haven't done? Like, I've never gone rock climbing, but I feel like I know that I would not be good at rock climbing just because of like I've done other physical
I know.
things.
What about like sewing? You could be really good at sewing.
I did so once in 7th grade when we had to make those sweaters.
Well, let's talk. Oh, yeah. I saw that. But like Olympic Games, right? So I mean, shot put,
I've shot putted before. I'm not very good at shot put.
javelin.
I have low arm strength.
Oh, got it. So disc
I have thrown a
out.
javelin too.
Well, you like disc golf? You said though, right?
Yeah, but I've played that before.
Got it,
I would
got
say I'd like if I were to turn pro, I'd probably be solid back of the pack at disc golf.
Maybe I'm good at golf.
There you go. Golf.
I've
That's a
never
great
golfed in my
example.
life.
Have you played Mario
You could
Golf?
be.
No,
Oh
I've
yeah,
never
that is zero translatable.
I beat you both in mini golf.
Oh, that's true.
She could be good at golf.
Well, as long as she doesn't have chip anymore, we got to try it again.
All right. This is chat. You're involved in this. Look at me. We're moving topics. Okay, we're moving through my list.
Swanky
of
says, looks like
backlog.
I won't have to try and find Jeremy's body, but Brad's.
Wait, where did you post it to
No,
Discord?
guys, just call Kara off your phone. Don't
No.
use your phone. I'm the only one who would be allowed to do this. All right, Chris, here we go. You are offered $1 million. But to claim it, you must enter the last video you game you played and stay there for 1 year. Would you do it?
Yeah.
Wait, do what?
What was the last video game you played?
Paper Mario.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
Dope.
Because, like, nobody ever actually dies in that game. You just get
Right.
crinkled up a little bit.
Kara, last video game you played?
Oh, no. Technically, it was Pokemon Go.
Pokemon's even better.
Yeah, I would definitely live in Pokemon Go for you. I was just like, you sit there just spinning stops.
Right.
I mean, technically Pokemon Crystal.
Okay. Swanky, last video game you played. Type it in chat. Would you take
Even
$1
if it was
million to
Pong.
get stay there? Brad, type it in chat. Daryl, type it in chat.
Everybody in
Last video game you
chat,
played.
last video game you played, would you live there for $1 million for a year?
Because like think of some ones that would be Resident Evil would be horrible.
You know, it'd
The
be
Ascent?
sick.
What?
Destiny.
Kara, that would be horrible.
It'd
Getting
be
shot at
awesome.
constantly
Yeah,
At least
but then you had
Guardians-
your ghost
yeah.
and you come back.
until somebody snipes your ghost.
Jonathan says I would do it for sure. I just played Lego Marvel Superheroes with my little cousin. That'd be
Oh,
pretty
fun.
That would be cool.
If you got the powers. If you didn't get the powers, if you're just like
little mini thing.
if you're just some random like dude on the street.
Do we think so?
There's no powers to be had in Pokemon.
Well, so if Brad was a Lego, he wouldn't be like Emmett from the Lego movie. Everything is awesome. Who would Brad be? And would he be Lord Vesuvius?
Lord Business?
Lord Business. Craggle.
Realm Defense?
No, I
He'd
think
be
Brad
good
would be
cop,
good
bad
cop,
cop.
bad cop, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Swanky.
so The Ascent, is that a game?
Yeah, that's like a zombie
So I don't know if I would do that. Realm Defense.
scent. Or is that?
This is Brad. I was Iron Man Mark 42. Yeah, I think you'd probably be pretty safe.
That'd be
That's
pretty
from
cool.
John, so. Interesting. What was the last game you played, Jeremy?
Pokemon Crystal.
It was Pokemon. I'd play it.
Why are you ashamed of that?
Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
David, last game I played was Flight Simulator, and before
Oh,
that was
Lord.
Farm Simulator.
I know David and I are on the
Yeah.
same roll
I
right
mean,
These are
Truck
ridiculous.
Simulator. We need to get you like Podcast Simulator.
Right? What are you looking at?
What are you looking up?
So I'm just going through my list of backlog topics for us to talk about.
Okay.
And one of them was Make-A-Wish employees. What was the most strangest thing a Make-A-Wish kid asked for? And I remember there being some really, really good ones. So one of them, all he asked for over everything in the whole world was a banana split for breakfast.
Oh,
That makes it
was
sound like his parents are just cruel tyrants.
right.
And then one kid wanted to go to the moon, so they brought him to a planetarium instead.
Oh,
I feel like Elon Musk could have helped out a little bit.
right.
What would you wish for if you were dying and also a child?
They did not necessarily dying. They also help kids who are just chronically ill who can recover.
I'd have
Give
been
them the
like,
boost
I
they
need
and
Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Chris Pratt at my bedside stat.
Yeah.
You're a kid at this point.
I was a kid when I had a mad old crush on Orlando Bloom.
So was Jeremy.
No, and then I remember just from my memory, so basically the majority of wishes are like Disney World, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there was a really cool one where somebody wanted to, of course, they wanted to go see Harry Potter getting shot. And so when they got there on
By
set-
like guns or by like cameras?
right. But they went there and they were there for the scene of the fourth Harry Potter where Harry's name gets dropped into the goblet of fire.
Oh,
or he gets pulled out and then
interesting.
does Dumbledore read it and he's like, Harry Potter or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, and so he said that on set that day, Severus Snape, what's his name? Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman was super nice with him and spent the whole day with him.
Well, that's
It's like,
awesome. Alan Rickman is a classy dude.
Oh, he's such a
Yeah.
cool guy.
Swanky says Elon Musk was too busy setting up Starlink to take a kid to the moon.
Jeremy.
Wow, a 14-year-old had leukemia and he asked for a ride in a fighter jet. They somehow surprised it with him, even though the doctors warned his bones were fragile and he couldn't handle the G's. But he
Can you
wouldn't handle-
imagine actually crushing all the bones in his body in this flight?
Oh, sad.
But he's
Scooping
better.
that poor kid out.
Yeah, he's better now, and yeah, no, he was fine. So that was kind of a fun one.
Interesting. It's weird that Jeremy actually has stuff to talk about now instead of just
know.
random tangents about milk.
I just have to show this video, even though it's a video, and this is the most professional way to show a video.
It's over me now.
Kara.
Over Kara now. Okay, so this is titled "Boss Fight,"
Over Kara. There you go.
and so can you see the horse? Watch. That's just too funny. Like he lets it go and it always hits the cameraman. It always does. Anybody
The most dangerous place you could ever be is behind a camera.
camera.
It's true.
They put the Dark Souls health bar on there.
Oh.
And they named it Executioner's Chariot. It's just like, I think it'd be funny to the "You Swing Me Round" clip. Like that would be really,
yeah.
really funny.
That's
Oh, man.
hilarious.
So yeah, I've had like all of this backlog stuff to talk about.
I feel like
guys.
John says our theme song for this week should be milk and butts endlessly.
Yeah, milk and butts and milk and butts and milk and butts. Oh, and this was really cute too. So my mom, like people love Animal Crossing, right? So I haven't seen one of these done in a while. So this girl took Stitches around on her vacation, a character from Animal Crossing stuff. She took all these pictures with it. It was absolutely adorable. So we
kind of did that with Bruce.
the shark
on our
on our
anniversary,
honeymoon.
our honeymoon, yeah.
Yeah.
When we were, what island did we buy him on?
St. Martin. The first one? No, St. Thomas?
St. Thomas. Anyway, we bought a hand-carved wooden shark, and I named him Bruce after Bruce from Finding Nemo. No. And we took him around with us on our honeymoon and took pictures with him, and
nice.
It was cute.
Okay.
Fish are friends, not food.
Exactly.
This topic takes the cake, and I absolutely love this.
Is it a cake thief?
No.
Well, then how can it take the cake?
This will take us out. And I want people to comment what are deal breakers for them. But this is what is not a deal breaker for you, but was greatly disappointing to find out your significant other did. This one cracks me up. So I remember a lot of people my wife puts milk in the bowl first and then the cereal. And it's like,
why would you do
what
that?
What madman does that?
I don't.
How are we coming back to milk? This was completely unrelated. But
who puts their 2% Arrowhead milk in the bowl first?
Right.
Well, so like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, that doesn't bother me at all.
Oh my goodness.
It just seemed weird.
God, the next one's about cows.
If you like, you know how much cereal and how much milk goes in the bowl. Who cares what order it goes in?
Just weird. Somebody probably said no to the whole cereal and milk thing.
Jonathan says, who does that?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not a lunatic, but I don't care.
All right, so I'll read some more of these. I've been with my wife for 19 years. We had great times, and some really bad, but we're still going strong. When we met and started dating, she told me she grew up talking to cows. Living in the country, not a neighbor for miles, so she talked to cows. I grew up in the country with horses and no neighbors for miles, so I get it. I liked that about her. Just a few weeks ago, I mentioned it in conversation. She told me she never really talks to cows. It was just something she told me. I was crushed. Seems like such a small thing, and I am still disappointed. I really like that about her. I didn't realize until she told me it wasn't true, and then it made him sad.
All right, hold on.
So
we got to go back to the milk and cereal thing. Pause on that. What maniac is pouring milk from the ceiling with this splash damage would cause the milk to go flying out of the bowl? You guys are insane.
What? Oh, no. It's the whole physics of the spoon and the rinsing it off, right? Once it hits this, it just goes everywhere. If you pour milk in the bowl and you hit the edge, it goes
No.
down.
He says the milk will go everywhere when you pour in the cereal. So first of all, have you ever used a cup?
No,
have you ever poured milk into a glass? That's possible to pour milk into a bowl without splashing. It's possible to add cereal to that milk without blowing it around.
No, pouring the cereal in doesn't make it splash. I think the thing that's weird about it...
Maybe they're just doing like those big shredded wheats, or it's just a
the big one, like clunk of one.
Shit's on the milk. Maybe.
Do you even get what's happening right now?
No.
So somebody commented that when you pour the cereal in, if you put the milk in first, you blast the milk out everywhere, so much so that it even hits the ceiling and water.
That was hyperbole by me.
Got it.
Oh.
But it said the milk will go everywhere when you pour in the cereal. But the same thing is, like, there's no cereal that I can think of that, like, how aggressively are you pouring the cereal in that you're dislodging the milk from the bowl? And then I was like, you know, like the shredded wheats that are like giant. Yeah. I was like, if you're pouring
they
those
use that
in.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, they do. That's right. Swanky said, you just gave me an idea for a YouTube video, just 15 minutes of people failing to pour milk.
Oh my gosh, like one of those really bad infomercials or whatever. Do you have problems pouring milk into your cereal?
Yeah,
pour the milk in.
Get the milk extender.
Right?
It's just like a long, weird straw that you just screw on, and it lets you pour from really far away. It's like, get milk in all those hard-to-reach places.
Why would you make milk hard to reach? No, just kidding. All right, so here's the next one. I dated someone who would take food they didn't like off their plate and put it on the table. It annoyed me so much I would silently put it on my plate until one day she blew up at me for treating her like a child. Irony is not lost on me.
Oh my gosh.
You know how annoying that would be?
Oh, yeah.
Taking like all your food, because it's like then you got to like wipe the table up extra. If food spills, not a big deal, but yeah, like.
But when you're purposely taking food off of your plate and putting it onto the table,
it's like tapioca pudding, tomato soup.
Oh. Let's say it's like a nice, it's a wooden table, obviously, with the poly finish. If you get lots of hot food or grease, it like ruins the finish.
That's true. Maybe they just have a really junky table too. Probably. Maybe they hate tables.
You know, the internet, we're talking about people who are talented, may not realize they're talented. I swear a lot of these comments, and I know they're upvoted, but these are just well written, plain and simple. My husband squeezes the toothpaste tube from the middle. Somehow we're making it work.
That is monstrous. If you don't squeeze it from the back, you should get excommunicated to China.
Excommunicado.
I just squeeze it for wherever to make it come out.
No.
I do too.
Yeah.
No.
Because then when it gets less, then you just start to kind of like roll it up.
So here's the thing. It's already half the work is done if you just squeeze it from the back.
Well, one of the things on Thingiverse, like, was the most printed of all time is a toothpaste squeezer. So it's like a little thing, and you
it just slides up. Yeah,
you crank it. And
I know Gwen did a thing with Bite toothpaste
Yeah,
tabs. Did she
tablets.
like them?
She said they worked all right. She said the flavor is really intense. So it's like a waterless toothpaste. You just like chew it up, and she used all of it.
I've been tempted to buy that and see what it's like.
Hold on, I got some chat to catch up on. So Brad a while ago said next week is the chicken episode.
Yeah, right.
John says I've cut up a banana and put it in after the cereal and the milk splash is not everywhere, but squeezing the toothpaste tube from the back makes it come out too fast. You need to learn fine motor control.
Who said it comes out too fast?
Jonathan did. Brad says I cut the top off and scoop out.
Who needs a pea size amount? I need a whole tablespoon.
Well, these comments.
Hold on.
Chris is dying right now.
Sway, he says I have a toothpaste caulking gun.
You know the annoying thing about a caulk gun is when you squeeze it out and then you stop, there's pressure on it. So you have to like depressurize it. Otherwise it just keeps squirting a little bit out.
Yeah.
So I would just have those little toothpaste squirt things. So here's the best part
That's the toothpaste Swanky uses in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's his morning one. So this was a comment on here. My parents this is over the toothpaste thing. My parents had to go to marriage counseling over this one.
What?
The resolve was just to simply have individual tubes of toothpaste. Happily married ever since.
Hilarious.
Insane. Marriage counseling over.
Do you use the Floridex or do you use the other
I use
stuff
the
that's in there?
Floridex.
You do? Okay.
So I literally, I've done this. If I'm at somebody else's house and I need to brush my teeth, if I see that their toothpaste is all mangled, I will straighten it out, like get all of it from the back to the front before I use it. It's like there's just like I just don't want to slot. It makes no sense for it to be sloshing around uncontrolled. It's a fine. It's a
This isn't milk in the back of a milk truck needing baffles.
This is a precision operation. I'm trying to get my just under pea-sized amount, and I need it to be under control. If you just grab in the middle, you just give it a big honk. You just blasted toothpaste everywhere.
This next one's absolutely brilliant.
Brad says he must have extra toothbrushes at the ready for the extra from the gun. He's got like 40 toothbrushes ready for the next month.
This next one's really amazing. I'll give a real life example. I've been with my wife for 22 years. So not
Gabe,
much.
you just came in. Hi,
Oh,
Gabe.
hi, Gabe. We were talking about you earlier.
Hi.
What type of milk do you guys have in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, what brand of milk?
What
Not like
brand?
it's a 2%. Like who's the
Represented.
manufacturer of your milk? And if you say cows, I'm unsubscribing you from this channel.
So right now we're talking about what little things make you not want to be.
I got burned. He said, "Man, you're blasting toothpaste." And you say, "I need fine motor control."
I'll give a real
Fair play.
All right, here we go. I've been with my wife for years. Not much surprises me. She said she wanted to get into gardening. Not much more before COVID. So just right before COVID. I went on a
Walmart.
business trip, and when I returned home, my house looked like Jumanji. She seriously spent her money. She makes a lot of it. We have a huge house, though. Like, how did you fill this house with $10,000 worth of plants and not counting the garden outside? Okay, look, I have a small garden for fruits and veggies, but this is a whole nother level of insanity. We've got 2 cats, we got a dog, we got 2 kids, and now we have a rainforest to deal with. That one's hilarious. And somebody said if you roll a 5 or 8, the situation automatically resolves itself. Until he does that. In the jungle, he must wait.
That's hilarious. Gabe says, "Well, it is cows."
Oh my goodness. Of course there's plant weirdos out there. This thread is about deal breakers, not deal makers.
Oh my gosh. What would
that's
you
so
do
funny.
if you went on deployment and you came home and our house was just packed full of plants?
Oh, I would be annoyed. I'd be annoyed because every year Kara buys 3 hanging baskets that she intends to keep alive throughout the summer. And how are they doing, Kara? And every year they turn brown. And that picture explains it all. Every year. So if Kara had a hidden talent, gardening is not one of them.
I fully admit, I have patients who love gardening. And I'll tell them straight up, I don't got a green thumb. When God made me, he gave me a big old brown thumb. I kill everything. Like, I have killed a cactus.
I thought you were going to say cat for a second.
Right? I can kill anything.
Including Jeremy.
This one's really good. So this isn't a deal breaker, but it makes you severely disappointed in the other person if they have live, laugh, love in their home. That's hilarious. Oh,
Yep.
that is so funny.
That was a huge thing, and now it's...
This one's... My wife told me after several years of being married and after the birth of our first child that she wanted a minivan. If you could have seen the picture of my face. Kara, I want to get a minivan. No one hates minivans more than Kara. That's the same as the garden face.
I might hate minivans more than Kara.
I hate minivans.
So I will say this as a definitive statement. Everyone who's ever driven a minivan is the worst driver on the planet.
I have to ask this to seal the trifecta, but I think you're an outlier. Does your dad like minivans?
No.
Okay. My dad loves minivans.
Yeah.
Her dad loves minivans. A lot of people
Well, okay,
they see like
there's an asterisk on that. My dad loves Astrovans. So he loves like those utility vans.
Well, so that's the thing. So Ryan's dad loves minivans too, and it's because it's like you get a lot of utility, like a bigger like vehicle, but then you also get to look like a road rage soccer mom all the time that cuts me off incessantly.
Here's the thing: if I want to look like a road rage soccer mom, I'm gonna go out and buy myself a Denali Yukon.
David, you're not allowed to talk.
What's he saying? What type of?
He said minivans. Hey, they're fast, and I have one.
Yeah, Gabe.
They're only fast if you put your foot down.
Milk, Puerto Rico. Type of milk you have, Gabe?
I've asked him twice, and he has not given me a straight answer yet.
Okay.
He said Gabe also says some minivans are cool though. I mean, yeah, like you could make one cool.
Have you ever seen? So Tim Allen got hired by Plymouth or Dodge or whatever in the '90s to design a minivan when he was doing home improvement. That thing was awesome. It had like a supercharged V8 in it. This was like before they put DVD players in vans, and he just made this thing like
van.
Awesome.
I don't ever want a van.
Cam said I used a Plymouth Grand Voyager as a utility van for years. How many transmissions did you put into it?
Right. This next one's amazing. So again, I just reiterate, not deal breakers, but man, you're disappointed. They clap when the airplane lands.
Oh,
that is so funny to me. It's just like.
I wish I got applause for doing the basic level of my job.
I wish after I got done cleaning my patient's teeth, they were like, "Good job, Kara. That was the best cleaning I've ever had in my life."
Oh, Chris!
And not mean
apparently
it
that Plymouth van only went through only had one transmission.
There is a person out there who is dating or in a relationship with somebody, and it says, "I found out she hates air conditioning." Who hates air conditioning?
The devil?
What's not to love?
Satan himself?
She likes sweating and probably doesn't wear deodorant because she likes the smell of sweat.
Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. So there's two brands. It's Tres Monjitas and Suiza Dairy.
Suiza Dairy. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. How's their branding, Kara? Look them up.
I don't know. What was the first one?
They take pictures of their meals.
TRES.
Yep.
MONJITAS. 2 words. Obviously.
Yeah.
This one's absolutely. This person just wrote this completely.
Swanky says he hates AC when it's set to max. I can get that.
I hate when it's set to max too.
Yeah, like David's truck.
Yeah, the coldest place on the planet is inside of the cab of that truck.
It's got a cute little cow on it. I appreciate that.
See, well, some Puerto Rico's honorary Minnesota.
So,
all right, and what was the other one? Swissa milk?
Well, you got a good one.
SUIZA Dairy.
SUIZA Swissa milk?
Dairy.
All right.
David says, Jeremy, check your text. You can't tell me you wouldn't drive that van.
I think he sent me a picture of the
Is
van.
it that one that's like ultra souped up where it doesn't have a grill anymore?
Yeah.
That's not a van.
The other one's better. The other one had a cute little cow that just has like a red
Oh, that looks pretty
sun
generic.
thingy on it.
Gabe, buy the first brand of milk that you
Swanky, you still haven't posted what Brad said.
Gabe.
So another not deal breaker, but obsession with crystals.
Hold on 1 second real quick. So I think Gabe is talking about the minivan that I was talking about where he said I would probably have Mishimoto build Honda Odyssey.
Got it.
I think that that one, literally the engine was so big and the radiator, they couldn't have the front grill on it, stuck out the front of the van.
Crazy.
Dave says that's stock.
Wow, the one he sent me.
Yeah.
Well, we're moving on to the next thing.
fine.
Sarah, sorry.
No, we're talking about milk.
Right? But again, these are just funny to me. Obsession with crystals. Like, I love you,
man.
but I
No.
definitely think you're a little bit dumber than I thought of you
Yeah.
before. That's what he said.
I'm sorry. Crystals
essential
just...
oils.
No offense to anybody who
no.
does essential oils and crystals, but nah.
Oh, no.
Nah.
This is me. When they find out they don't kill bugs. I try not to go... fruit flies and stuff I don't mind, but like spiders, I'll put in a little thing and put them outside.
Spiders, I don't think, are technically a bug. They're arachnids, not insects.
They're disgusting, and I kill them.
Everyone just buys the blue one. They don't.
What?
Gabe said I just buy the blue one.
The blue milk?
Yeah. No, well, the blue cap for what, like 2%
Yeah.
or whatever.
Red
Well,
is
that's why I love
whole,
when-
blue is 2, the green... yellow is 1%, and pink is typically skim.
This person wouldn't be able to be married to Kara. I don't like Lord of the Rings. We are
That
still
person
together
can
and
go
getting
die.
married soon.
I don't think people are allowed to have their own individual taste. It's not like you have Lord of the Rings on a loop at the house or something.
That's true. So, Andrew,
Yep.
he's obsessed with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, so you're divorcing Jeremy is what you're telling me.
He married a girl, does not like Lord of the Rings, and Mimi and I were shocked.
Interesting.
That
he made a
he-
ring wraith costume.
Like
That's
he
sweet.
like metal
it's-
worked
with
the,
the metal work.
helmet and the gloves and all that
Like
stuff.
Hollywood level. Like he'd be
Yeah.
approved by the...
The 501st of...
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's what I was
Lord of the
going to go
Rings.
for.
Yeah, and yeah, he married a girl that had no interest. We were absolutely lambastedly shocked.
He would get hired by the... what's the name of the eyeball? Saruman?
Sauron.
Sauron. He'd get hired by
Jeez,
the
Jeremy.
Sauron squad.
Saruman's
Giving
the
Kara
wizard.
fewer reasons to not murder you. John says, moths and beetles I take outside. Same with daddy long legs, but the
Ew,
rest go
ew,
Oh,
ew. Everything
man.
dies. Moths, I hate how they just like flutter in your face. It's the worst.
Yeah, I would stab myself in the face to kill a moth.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Brooke hates moths too.
I would take the bug assault and go at a moth in my face.
Moths are...
What else does he
Moths are just the
Moths,
worst
beetles,
type of
and
butter.
daddy long legs.
Gabe says my girlfriend did not like Star Wars, and I indoctrinated her to like it.
That is a perfect word
Gabe.
choice. Wow.
Way
That
to
is
go.
really, really
Way
funny.
to go.
Oh my
Even Luna
gosh.
moths. Luna moths are like, they're gigantic. They can carry you away.
They really could. They really could.
That's why I keep a handgun on me at all times.
Right?
Chris is a little pea shooter.
Yeah. 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world. Gotta ask yourself one question, Mom.
No, Chris carries
Do you
around a
feel lucky?
Desert Eagle just for the Luna moths.
Yep.
All right. Well, in order for you guys to join our Discord, we found a spider in the new building that we were working on.
You never showed me the picture.
All right. We'll end with this. We'll let you see.
Oh, dear
it.
God. Ugh.
Look at it.
I did. I don't want to anymore.
He's a tenant.
What's wrong with it?
I may not go into the building ever again.
He's
Don't
dead.
get it. I know he's dead, but that was alive and living in there.
I mean, I didn't even know spiders
Ew.
could look like this, to be perfectly honest.
It's molded.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but I've seen it unmolded too.
Wait, it was alive?
That was in the white bookshelf thing on the main floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I touched that several times.
I know. I was surprised today.
I
too.
never touched that thing, so praise God. What was the one that was in the basement that you showed AG the other day?
That was the one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see that was in the white bookshelf?
No, the live one was in the white bookshelf.
Did you kill it?
No, it's in the dump. I didn't go smush it. I just threw it away.
Brad says, when Kara interrogates me after the stream, tell her to eat a hot chip or lick a battery before I tell you anything.
Yeah, right. But I'm gonna post this picture. I'll do it right now as you're doing the outro,
It's
Chris.
gross.
You gonna
It's
post it to the
disgusting.
I'm
Discord?
gonna post it in the
So
Discord.
not safe for work.
Wait, okay, why? I haven't even seen what Brad said yet. Swanky, are you waiting to post it? What's going on here, sir?
General tangents or Moss Eisley
Oh my
Cantina?
gosh.
Hands is probably.
Jeremy, did you ever see this?
Is it from like a month ago?
Yeah. Jeremy.
Oh, he DM'd it to you on Discord.
Oh my goodness.
What? Oh yeah. Okay. Hilarious. All right, well, thank you guys for joining us. We did go a little bit over today, but we had a lot of stuff to talk about, particularly milk. So comment down below what your regional brand of milk is called, and we will subscribe to your channel because we must know what milk you drink. It is compulsory at this point. But don't comment below if you squeeze your toothpaste from anywhere besides the bag.
I'm a hygienist and I squeeze in the middle.
Well, I'm surprised your license hasn't been revoked for malpractice. Subscribe if you're not already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time we go live or upload a new video. We do post these Monday mornings in a little bit higher definition than what you're seeing today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course,
may the force be with you.